You're listening to the Loudmouth Radio Network. No matter the time or the season, we're open and available 24/7. Shouldn't your dealership be too? Carumba.com, the convenient online used vehicle marketplace. Register your independent dealership now. You're listening to Sonny's Monday Motivation here on loudmouthradio.com. Guys, we're going to get right to it. You already know, Happy New Year. It is 2023. And if you're hearing this, that means you are here present in the physical. And I am so grateful to be able to have this conversation with you because we are now in a new opportunity. It's a new day. It's the first part of January. And I'm super excited about just being in the present, being in this moment. And today I actually was taking some time to look over some things that I have in my own caboodle of motivational pieces and things that I like to read. And I came across this wonderful phrase of information that I'm going to share with you guys. And it is currently probably a big mantra for a lot of people. I know that it's a constant struggle for many, and I'm speaking for myself too in this equation, that it can be sometimes challenging, especially when you're a creative person like myself. I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to put me all the way out on Front Street. Super creative. I live in my head quite a bit. And most times when it comes to processes of many things, I'm formulating them in my mind. I'm having a whole vision of everything. I'm conceptualizing, developing, building, executing, and everything's happening in my mind, right? So a lot of times it's so easy for me to fade into those spaces of things of that nature that is in my mind view and whatever is in my intellect at that time, which can tend to put you in a space of going away from the moment. So one of the things that I said for this year, I am going to practice living more in the now. And so today's conversation is about that. I want to share this little insert that I got. I believe my fantastic future is my reality because I focus on making my present precious. I love the thought. I love my memory and my ability to visualize the future, and I choose to live in the moment. I love imagining a clock and every hour has the word now. So when I ask myself, what time is it? I automatically have to say to myself, it's now. I stop for a minute, allow myself to get in touch with the moment. And whenever I've accomplished anything, it's in the present. All my moments of tremendous insight have always taken place in my present. So this was powerful. And it was, when I tell you guys, it spoke to me so significantly. I knew I had to talk about it today. And because it's in the beginning of the year, we're all in that space and phase where a lot of people are talking about resolutions, what they're doing for the new year. It's a healthy space for that. It's very common, right? So even in those conversations, we have to remember that even though today is the first couple of days into the new year, we're talking about future things. We're talking about endeavors. We're talking about goals. We're talking about ambitions. We're pulling out planners, organizers, vision boards, any and everything you can imagine to supplement our thoughts. So for me, it is, I got to tell you, it's a constant thing for me to remember to be as present as possible, because my mind's eye can go so deep, so fast into a wanderlust space easily. And I think a lot of people have that ability and can relate to what I'm saying. So I don't feel like I'm saying something that's so far-fetched that you can't relate. I am going to say that being conscious and being aware of where you are, even in your daydreaming, planning, considerations and moments of maybe you're thinking about what can I do and contemplation in regards to different things. And that's normal, right? But the thing also, too, is to remember to, connect yourself to the present as well. So today I was like, man, I really love this topic. I think that it's a great pivot to start off with a first show for Sonny's Monday Motivation. I think that it's an amazing way to spark a conversation where you take the time to align whatever it is that you want, but make sure that you got your, feel your ground under your feet. I think that's a good way to kind of, remember where you are in the moment. I know that I've been spending a lot of time in nature, being outside, beaches, mountains, parks. Just like today I was driving and just saw a beautiful escape of the mountains, even though it was a heavy amount of clouds above the mountains. It was just such a beautiful space. And moments like those, I realize more than ever that my subconscious is working more now to make me more aware of being present. So when I notice the mountains, when I notice the beach, and I notice the sun, well, guys, if you don't know this, I'm a sunset lover. I love sunsets. And, so taking the time to see it, and it's like, it never gets old. But what I've come to realize and recognize about myself is that it's helping me to be more present, because at that moment when you see it, recognizing it, speaking on it, acknowledging it, means that I'm presently aware of it being in front of me. I'm presently aware of its beauty. I'm presently aware of how it makes me feel. I'm presently aware of my surroundings. And even though right now the earth may be a little bit colder because of the temperatures are back and forth, we have had some amazing sunny days and higher temperatures in the last couple of weeks in California. Not so much since the new year. It was a heavy rainy season yesterday for us coming out of 2022. But like today, the sun came out. But sometimes it's good to take your shoes off, put your feet on the ground, and just feel the earth. And let that feeling of the earth and that placement of your body and the synergy of your body to the earth's surface is such an amazing thing. It's transformational. So I just wanted to, I'm going to make this one a good hot 10 maybe, right? I just wanted to give insight of how I know that there are these things that, I have challenges with, or I have things that I'm contemplating. And then there's the universe will make me aware of it. And so I'll read or meditate on it and, maybe have some conversation and context to it. And then it becomes such a good key component of, these shows and these topics and these conversations. And so a lot of these things are mainly things that are just running through my mind that gives me opportunities to recognize things that are going on around me, or maybe somebody connected to me gives me something that leaves an impression on me. So, we got to remember that we're all energy. We're all feeding off each other. We're all a molecular makeup of what this earth is. And so it's so important that we are as able as possible to connect into ourselves, which is another thing that is just as important. And I think that now attitude, or that now recognition helps you to stay present, and it gives you more awareness of what's going on around you. So for those who are preparing for their New Year resolutions, and you're getting your gym memberships installed, you're getting your new workout gear, maybe you're getting the new planner and organizers and journals for the year, you're getting out your vision boards, vision books, whatever it is that is going to hold your thoughts and goals and ambitions and secrets and desires. I am so proud of you. Let me just tell you, I'm so excited that you're taking the initiative. You're recognizing the importance of what it means to center in and center yourself. I know I am doing the exact same thing, and I am so excited about 2023 because I'm not going to lie to you, for a good portion of the year, I was floating. And sometimes when you're in these pivot points in your life and you're looking for direction, you're trying to, figure out what you're doing and maybe what's happening around you. And maybe sometimes, like my circumstances, there were many a times I was just so overwhelmed that I couldn't unpack things, simple things, just tasks or chores or work-related things, business aspects, personal moments, sociable interactions. When you're at a point of a pause like that, it can affect you in so many different directions. So this is why I think for me, taking this step, right now, recognizing it, even today, I caught myself drifting into a deep thought about something, and I had to recognize and stop and think and say, wait a minute, are these thoughts serving me? Are they giving me a warm and fuzzy feeling? I'm paying attention to how my mood and my energy is shifting in regards to those thoughts, and recognizing that maybe this is not a thought I need to hold on to. So one of the things that helped me to come away from that, I started to think about myself, about what could I do that can be self-serving and can be a healthy choice of thought, or something that could give me a good moment and just make me feel better. So I just tell you, and I challenge you to recognize the importance of your mind, and recognize sometimes how the mind can take you into places that you're really not even trying to go. And maybe sometimes you're not even aware you're going. So for me, this is my reality of things for me that's been happening over some time. And so I'm working to conquer those things. And these are those moments and spaces of correction and self-help and self-centered and personal development that this whole concept of this show is about. So I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much for giving my little 10 minutes and tidbit, because I promised you I was going to make it short and sweet, because we got stuff to do, y'all. Happy 2023. Let's go. 30.7 million small businesses in the U.S., creating 1.5 million jobs annually. Small business accounts for 64% of new job creation in the U.S. There's strength in numbers. No matter what we face, know that there's strength in us. Because of you, we're able, we're capable, we're resilient, and we are available, because we are small business, and together, we're the economy. You're listening to the Loudmouth Radio Network.